everyone, welcome back to the Food Finder. This week we're going to be making Matcha Mochi Cookies. This is one of the first recipes I ever developed, so it's significant to me. And like always, the written recipe will be in the description box below. So now let's jump right into the recipe. First, we're going to make the mochi. So mix together the glutinous rice flour, cornstarch, and sugar. Now gradually pour in the milk while mixing. After that, steam the mochi for 30 minutes and stir it halfway through. Once the mochi is done, carefully stir it for 5 minutes. This is basically kneading the mochi and it will ensure that it is stretchy and chewy. While we make the cookie dough, put the mochi in the fridge so that it has time to cool down. First, we're going to mix together the softened butter, light brown sugar, and cane sugar. Make sure to cream the butter and sugar for a total of 5 minutes. The mixture will look light and fluffy. Now add in the vanilla extract and 1 large egg. Mix them together until they are just incorporated. An extra step that I like to do is to sift in the matcha powder, baking soda, and salt. I like to do this because matcha powder and baking soda usually have lumps. Now we're going to fold in the flour. I like to switch to a spatula for this to make sure that I don't overmix. This cookie dough does come out a bit wet, so you can add a few extra tablespoons of flour, but just keep in mind that it will be going into the fridge. I like to always chill my cookie dough because it gives it a chance to absorb all of the ingredients and it will make sure that the cookies get a crisp edge and chewy center. Before we assemble the cookies, make sure to preheat your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, a tip is to keep a cookie scoop soaked in water so that the mochi doesn't stick to it. Also, you can use that water to wet your fingers a bit so that you can pick up the mochi. Now take a scoop of the cookie dough, roll it, and flatten it into a circle. take a piece of the mochi, put it in the center of the flattened out dough, and fold the dough in half so that it covers the mochi. You might have to pinch the dough a bit to make sure that none of the mochi is exposed. After that, roll it into a ball and continue following those steps until all of the dough is used. For me, I made around 10 cookies. Once all of the dough is used and the oven is preheated, bake the cookies for 12 minutes. After they're done baking, cool them for around 5 minutes. Then enjoy. These cookies taste amazing and are one of my favorites. They're crisp on the edges and chewy in the middle. And of course, there is also that pillowy, soft, and chewy mochi. I tested and tweaked this recipe multiple times to make it the best and perfect matcha mochi cookie. If you want to know more about how I perfected this recipe, I put some of my notes and thoughts in the description box below. Also, make sure to follow my Instagram where I post sneak peeks of future videos, what I eat daily, and more. If you try out this recipe, let me know how they turn out in the comments or tag me on Instagram. I hope you enjoyed this video and make sure to subscribe and like for more great recipes.